Assalamualaikum students. Today we will read how to find the gradient of some specific points, some specific curves. Before that, we should know what is gradient. Actually, a gradient is a slope or steepness of any curve, um, any line. For example, if we have a straight line, there will be some steepness, some slope of this line, that is called the gradient of this line. Gradient is actually the vertical change over the horizontal change in y by change in x is actually the gradient specified formula for graph. Always there will be some line and there will be a gradient of those lines. But here if we have some quadratic equation, for example, the quadratic equation always have a graph of u shape. For example, if we have this point 4 and the question is saying find the gradient of this curve at x is equals to 4. For this you need to find the tangent at x is equals to 4. With the help of this tangent you can find the gradient of this curve at x is equals to 4. This is the graphical method to find the gradient of a quadratic curve um, by using tangent. But if we are not using the graphical method, then how we can find the gradient of a curve, um, at some specific point? So we will take the help of derivative for this method. If you are not making a graph, this is a non-calculator exercise, so keep in mind you are not allowed to use calculator in this exercise. So first, this is the equation. This, you can see that this is a cubic equation, not a quadratic equation, because the maximum power of the variable is 3 here. So what they are asking find the gradient of the curve at x is equals to 1, 4 and negative 5. So first we will find the derivative of this equation. The derivative of this equation will be dy by dx. As I told you how you can find the derivative in the previous lecture, in the previous lectures, the coefficient will remain same. Make the power as coefficient and decrease 1 from the power, so it will become 1. Then 3 bracket, make the power as coefficient and decrease power 1 from the power, so it will become 2. So the derivative will become 4x plus 9x square. Now you need to find the gradient at x is equals to 1. So put gradient at x equals 1. So put simply 1 at the place of x and you will find your required answer. So 4 plus 9 will be 13. Fine. If you need to find the gradient at x is equals to 5 as you look in part C, so just simply put the value of negative 5 at the place of x though. Take this dy by dx and just simply put gradient at x is equals to negative 5. So 4 bracket negative 5 plus 9 bracket negative 5 square. If there is a square on the negative sign, it will become positive, minus 20 plus 9 times 25. So it will be negative 20 to 25. Yeah, it is 225. So it will become, when we minus, it will become 205. So the answer for the gradient x is equals to 5 is x equals to negative 5 is 205. I hope you get this question. Rest the question 1, 2, 3 are same, like all three questions are almost same. The method is same. Question number 4 is a bit different question. They did give the gradient to us and they are asking at what point the gradient is negative 1. Now we need to find the specific point on the curve where the gradient of of the curve is -1. So simply you need to take the help of the derivative again. You need to find the derivative of this curve. Once again, let me make some space for my work. First, we will need to take the derivative. So derivative will be dy by dx equals 2x squared minus 4. As I told you, the gradient of the constant is 0. So you need to find the gradient. After finding the gradient, you need to equate this gradient equals 1. Before in the previous question, we put the value to get the gradient at some specific point. Now we need to find the specific point, and we have already given the gradient. Just the vice versa thing here is going on here. So now make x as a subject here. 2x squared is equals to -1 positive 4. 2x squared is equals to positive 3. X squared is equals to 3 by 2. Now you need to take the square root on both sides. 3 by 2. X is equals to plus minus square root 3 by 2. So means the gradient is -1 at 2 points, plus 3 by 2 and -3 by 2. I hope you get this concept also. Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz. And for further classes, you can contact me personally on my number. The number will be mentioned in the description. Thank you so much.